So this video is something I've been wanting to make for a while, past couple of weeks, because about 5 or 6 months ago I chose to have weight loss surgery in Tijuana, Mexico through a lighter me, and I kind of actually wanted to go through I wanted to vlog during my 2-week pre-op diet, just because I figured it could help somebody. But basically it was 2 weeks before surgery. I had to start with, the first weekend, I had to start with a protein drink for breakfast, a protein drink for lunch, and then for supper I could have a salad with 6 ounces of protein, like fish or chicken. And I kind of even almost wanted to do it for me as well, because it's something that I probably would have, you know, just gone back and watched. But basically the first day was kind of rough. I had my protein shake it's actually a drink. I got Premier Protein drinks. The protein drink I had for breakfast was okay, you know, because I'm not much of a breakfast eater. And then around lunchtime I kind of started, you know, I was ready for lunch, and then I'm like, oh yeah, you know, it's a protein drink. Well, around the end of my work day, kind of started thinking, oh, you know, what am I going to go home and cook for supper? And then it was like, oh gosh, you know, I'm not having supper. It's a salad and chicken, which is supper. But it was, you know, it was tough the first day. And then even like the second day, I think was a little bit rough, because I kept wanting to just cook something, and you know, a salad and chicken, it's not really a big meal that you have to cook. So after the first couple of days, it wasn't too bad. I got accustomed to it. Even like going around family who, you know, was eating whatever, got to where it wasn't that big of a deal for me. I had several people eat pizza in front of me and just various different things, and it didn't bother me. I was okay with it. And then by my 3 days before the surgery, you have to start clear liquids, take a laxative and start clear liquids. And by the time I was doing that, it didn't bother me at all what people were eating. I just didn't care. I will say the clear liquids were tough, only because I started mine a day early, and I kind of already during the first week, I had kind of already substituted some of my salads with just chicken broth. And so at that point I was kind of getting tired of chicken broth. And then Sunday night, which today is Tuesday night, my surgery is Thursday, I fly out tomorrow. But Sunday night, I was just I just couldn't do the chicken broth anymore. It was just, I don't know, it's like I just couldn't do it. So Monday at work, I had Jello, because I can have clear, you know, it's clear liquids. I had sugar-free Jello at work, and then after I left work, I decided I was gonna stop at Winn-Dixie and see what kind of broth I could find. Well, I went and got, there was like Mexican tortilla broth and Tuscan chicken broth, and I got seafood broth because I figured if I added a little bit of soy sauce, it would taste like Chinese soup. Well, the first one that I tried was the Mexican tortilla broth. So I got home and I couldn't do it. I just didn't like the taste of it. So yesterday I wound up having Jello at work, and then maybe a half of a bowl of broth at home. Then for today, for lunch, I decided at work I was gonna try the Tuscan broth. So I had, for breakfast, I basically just drank water. Then around lunchtime, I realized it was time for me to have broth. So I went and got the broth, heated it up a little bit, and it was horrible. I couldn't eat it. So when I got home this afternoon, I decided, okay, well, you know, all I've really had is water today, so I'm going to go ahead and try to have some of the seafood broth. Well, it's still just, I could not do it. So I think had I prepared ahead and actually made homemade broth, I would have eaten it a little bit better than the store-bought stuff. That was probably the hardest thing for me, is just trying to get the broth down. I couldn't. And the first day I did not, or actually not the first day, but Monday, I didn't really drink a whole lot of water. So by Monday evening I was feeling tired. I was probably a little bit dehydrated, just because I had like the whole headache going on and all. But today I tried the seafood broth. Right now I'm more nervous about the plane flight than the actual surgery itself, because I have not flown since 6th grade, and at that point I was going to Washington DC. I live near New Orleans. I was going to Washington DC, and our plane hit turbulence, and as a child that really freaked me out, and since then I'd always said I will never fly again. And here I am, I'm finding myself tomorrow. I have to get on a plane to fly to Las Vegas, and then from Las Vegas to San Diego. So that's 2 different takeoffs and 2 different landings, and on the way back I have 2 separate takeoffs and 2 separate landings. So that's 4 altogether. It just totally freaks me out. So, and then of course I have the whole, God, what if I die during surgery, or so I do have a lot of anxiety about the surgery as well, but right now it's more about the plane. But anyways, and this is not anything I would have ever done. I'm about to tell you my starting weight, or actually my highest weight, and it's something that I've always kept really secret. I've kind of hid it because I was ashamed and embarrassed, but I kind of almost feel a freedom about it, because I don't know, I'm making this choice for my life to be healthier, and if anything, if this can just help somebody, then I'm good with it. So my highest weight was 423, and I started losing weight with this pre-op diet. And when I weighed myself to actually call a lighter me, I was 412 pounds. Well, tonight I weighed myself again, and I'm 97 pounds. So, and I'm sure I'll lose a little bit more before, I'm sorry, not 97, 397 pounds. So, and I'm thinking I'll lose a little bit more before surgery. So, I'm not sure what my surgery weight will be. But right now, my weight is 397. So, that's really all I can think of. And I'm hoping to kind of keep this up for me, if for nothing else. So, have a good night, and I will check in again soon.